It's leg day and I'm doing squats. I got 200 pounds on the bar and I'm going for about 10 reps. The first set is good. Go for about 8. Second set is good. I go for about 9. And the third set, I try my best to go to failure. First rep goes well. Second rep goes well. Third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth. And then I go for the 10th rep. I'm pushing. I'm trying to get the weight up. But alas, I cannot. Luckily though, I have pins in, right? So as I'm falling, it's going to fall to the pins, is what I think. But as soon as I get into a deep squat, I realize I set the pins too low. So I have to get rid of the bar somehow. So I go and I round my back and I duck underneath the bar, letting it fall to the pins. And as soon as I did that, I realized I messed up. My lower back is in a bit of pain and I can no longer finish the workout. This is a true story that just happened to me the other day. And it kind of messed up my back. Now it's been recovering a little bit better and I've been able to hit my workouts as normal, but I'm still feeling it. Probably won't be able to hit next leg day. We'll see. But this is a real issue. I mean, it's only 200 pounds. And I still found a way to injure myself. I still messed up. I still, rounded my back, got this big injury. But at least there are some lessons that I can learn from it. The first one being is that make sure you either have a spotter or have pins. Because if I couldn't get that weight up, I'd have been absolutely screwed, right? It would have been over for me because what else am I going to do? I could, try to round my back even more or duck underneath the bar or just throw it backwards. And who knows if that would have messed up my back even more. That would have been pretty risky movement, right? So that's the first thing. Make sure you have a spotter or you have pins. And the second thing is make sure you if you're doing pins, make sure you set them to the right height. I had pins in, as I always do for basically everything that involves them. It's just I set them at the wrong height. So they were essentially, to some degree, worthless because I had to round my back or do something extra to actually get the weight down. I learned my lesson. Make sure your pins are at the perfect height. An easy way to do this is to take an empty bar, do a deep squat a little bit deeper than you would, and then set the pins just a little bit below that. You can also use a broom if you want, or just something that's very lightweight so you can pause at that deep squat, look around, make sure you don't fatigue yourself before your actual set, and then you can say, okay, the pins should be here or here or here, and set them like that. So those are two things that you need to keep in mind so that way you don't injure yourself. I always knew something like this was probably going to happen because, you do 1,000 reps in the gym and eventually that's just what happens. But also, this is what I don't like about compound lifts. I'm not going to yap about compound lifts for a whole hour, but stuff like squats, barbell rows, hang cleans, power cleans, RDLs. This is all movements that I personally don't like, not because they're just taxing and fatiguing and it's a bit of cardio. It's just you're super injury prone when you're moving your body like that, especially with heavy weight or heavier weights. 200 isn't that heavy, I know. But when you're moving your body like that and doing those tough compound movements, it's going to be a little bit harder on your back and your core and your obliques. And eventually, something like that might happen. So make sure to set your pins at the right height, use a spotter, use pins if you need them, and stay safe in the gym. I'll see you in the next one.